Hi everyone, welcome to my CSS animation tutorial for web animation programming. So first thing I'm going to do is just show you what my animation is. So just have a look at it here. Basically what it is these bar charts, and when you hover over them they expand to the appropriate size for the percentage. As you can see, I've used web browser statistics. Basically the percentage of web browser usage is what I use to show off this bar chart, and as you can see when I hover over them they expand to the appropriate size. So now onto the CSS. Starting right at the top here, I have the HTML tag. What I've used this for is the background image. I found that the HTML tag was the best way to do this. As you can see, I have my background URL image here, bar charts, honeycomb2.gif, no repeat center, so basically like as you scroll down the page the background stays in place in center no matter where you are on the page. It's always there in the center, and also no repeat, it's not tiled, it's fixed, and basically it covers the entirety of the page. There's no gaps. And next thing is the body tag. As you can see here, I have all my font families. Heading 1, I have my font families there. Text align is centered in the color there. And my heading 2, same thing again. All my font sizes. And then for my paragraphs, I have my font family there, Times New Roman, font size 20 pixels, and the color is white. That's all the basic stuff there. And now onto the wrapper with 800 pixels and margin 40 pixels auto. Basically what this is, it's sort of like it positions this into the center. So you see this space here and this space here and up here. Basically the wrapper determines where this content is displayed on the page, and so that's what that part is all about. And then next is the content. Basically within the page content, my font families and everything, basically for these headings here, Firefox, Chrome, Explorer and all those. And on to the next thing now is my bar charts. They're done in a list, as you can see going down here, just sort of like one after the other in a list like that. And the list style is none. Ellipse top, and basically what this is these circles here, basically these circles in the front, when I'm not hovering over them, those circles in the front, that's what this is for. All the code from here down to about there is basically these circles when there's no hover action. So that's what from there to there is. And as you can see, there's my image, where my image is positioned. Margin left 10 pixels, margin top 15. That's these images here at the end, these browser icons, their positioning, that's what that is. And bar bottom, this is basically the bar itself. Again, these non-hover actions, what the bars look like. So as you can see, margin 5 pixels, width 50 pixels, and then height and the radius of the circle. Background, basically the color. As you can see, it's in a linear gradient. See the color sort of from top to bottom, sort of a gradient there on all those circles. And then the next thing is the info box. This is the actual text. So the text that appears when I hover over, see the percentages there, that's what this part is all about. And then this here is the actual, these, like the settings for, basically the styles for these. And then underneath, in general hover actions there, you have the styles for these. So that's like color and opacity of 1. And now excuse me, onto all the different bars, basically all the different browsers I have here, Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, they all have their own sort of like divs. And so the first thing we have here is z-index. That's basically like the stacking order, like what's in front of what. Like here we have z-index of 99 for top, so that's like this circle here behind the image is in front of this. And then the bottom, that's basically this part of the bar here. So that 99 above 98, and then the height of that is 150 pixels. And then what we have here is the color settings, the hover actions basically, as you hover over them. And we have here margin left 60 pixels and width 100 pixels. This is what determines how long the bar is. So basically when I hover over them, they're all different lengths. And what I was just talking about there, these margin left and width, that's what determines how long these bars are actually going to be. And then the last thing here is the background color. Again, in a gradient, as you can see from top to bottom, there's sort of like a gradient effect there. And it's the same for all the others. Basically, you have your z-index, your stacking order, the height of the bar, margin left and your width, which determines the length, and the gradient, and that's basically the background color. And you have each one of those for Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Safari and Opera. And it's pretty much the same thing again, except different colors and different bar lengths. So, and then the last thing we have here is the styles for the links. So basically those are down at the bottom here. If you can see those, you have one for the source code and one for this video tutorial, and that would be for the styling of my links. And now on to the HTML. We have here a HTML head title, the page's title, and then here we have the link to the style sheet, just to keep everything nice, neat and tidy. Instead of having the whole style sheet up here, just have a nice handy link to it there. The div ID for the wrapper, and then we have the heading there, which is web animation assignment, browser usage charts, as you can see that there. Then the div for the content and the bars, basically as we mentioned before, the bars here. And then next is the image sources, basically just all the different GIFs that I used and the widths and heights that I used for them as well. And there, again, there's a different one there for Chrome, Firefox, Safari. They all have their own different sort of code for them, but it's all basically the same template. And then at the bottom here is the div ID for the links, and basically these are just the links at the bottom. Just click on one of them and show you my, down here if you click this. Sorry about that, just try that again. If you click view source code, and as you can see, here's all my HTML code that you just saw, and my CSS code as well, and that's basically what that links to. And that's it for my screencast. Thank you.